For breastfeeding moms at an IKEA in Sunrise.
They offered a free breakfast to nursing and new moms after what they're calling a misunderstanding with one of its customers. Local 10 News reporter Erica Rako is live at that IKEA with the details. Erica.
And we first told you about that misunderstanding with a local breastfeeding mom on Local 10 last night. And today, Amanda McLaughlin returned to this IKEA store in Sunrise. And she says she's happy to know that IKEA is willing to work with moms on their breastfeeding policies. This is a community of South Florida moms, their babies in tow, and many of them breastfeeding. It's a gathering at IKEA in Sunrise this morning to discuss the store's open family policy.
We're very happy to have this conversation with breastfeeding moms, and we're happy to host them today with a free breakfast so we can have an open dialogue and further understand their needs.
The event organized just a day after a Local 10 exclusive report with mom Amanda McLaughlin. She was shopping at this store on Tuesday with her 5-month-old daughter, Hadassah, and says just as she began to breastfeed, an announcement came over the store's PA system directing breastfeeding moms to a bathroom. After talking with the store manager, confusion was cleared up, and it became clear that the announcement plays on a loop and it was not directed towards Amanda. But it did spark this conversation between moms and IKEA.
If they're sending out a feeding message, that it be done correctly. You know, they don't want to send one out, that's fine. Since they are sending one out, that basically it be done correctly, that it be all-inclusive for all mothers.
IKEA says they welcome breastfeeding moms in their stores, but also provide a family room for those who wish to feed in private.
My biggest concern is just for women to be able to sit comfortably and breastfeed in a place like this, because it's so friendly to families and it caters a lot to our families.
And a lot of these moms were also unhappy with the way the family rooms were set up, saying it was essentially a bathroom, not a breastfeeding room. So they voiced those concerns, and IKEA is moving things around. We're live in Sunrise. Erica Rako, Local 10 News.
All right, Erica, thanks so much. And ahead right here at noon, a safety alert out of Broward County.
The man now under arrest, accused of trying to inappropriately touch a teenage boy, as deputies fear more victims could be out there.
A former daycare owner charged in the death of a 4-year-old little boy in Sunrise learned her fate today. Local 10 News reporter Sanella Sabovic is live in Fort Lauderdale, where the sentencing hearing was just held for her. Sanella?
Well, Christy, it was a very emotional day in court today. The mother of 4-year-old Jordan Coleman was present along with her family. They rallied together, not satisfied with the sentence that Cecily Roberts received. Let's get you now to video from inside of the courtroom. Roberts stood before a judge pleading no contest to aggravated manslaughter of a child as part of a plea deal in Coleman's death. The former daycare owner was sentenced to 5 years in Florida State Prison with the credit of 331 days of time that she has already served. Paris Ward, also charged with 1 count of aggravated manslaughter for her involvement, received 15 years of probation and 1,000 hours of community service. Also charged Camille Gordon. She too received 15 years of probation, again along with 1,000 hours of community service. Now on August 1st, 2012, Jordan Coleman was found unconscious in the back of an SUV after police say employees of the daycare he went to left him in that car for more than 2 hours. He later died at the hospital. Roberts, she was the owner of 3C's Daycare in Sunrise at the time, and allegedly told Ward and Gordon to take Coleman and 7 other children to an apartment complex in Tamarack. Deputies say this was all in an effort to stay away from her Sunrise daycare facility because she had too many children in her care and had run into trouble with county inspectors. Coleman was found sleeping in the car. Again, he was left behind. Back out live now, we had a chance to speak to Jordan's mother. She was visibly angry and upset, feeling that justice was not served today. We'll have more for you later on. That's the latest from Fort Lauderdale. Sanella Sabovic, Local 10 News.
Sanella, thank you. And a safety alert after a man is arrested this week accused of trying to inappropriately touch a teenage boy. Deputies fear more victims could actually be out there. Local 10 News reporter Terrell Fournet is live in Fort Lauderdale with the latest. Terrell.
Well, this is an accused child molester that we are talking about. He's been locked up here at the Broward County Jail for the past 2 days, and we've learned that prosecutors are now waiting to get their hands on a crucial piece of evidence, which apparently shows this man driving around a neighborhood, scouting different areas for his victims. This afternoon, detectives are still trying to piece together the sketchy past of Andrew DeMart Jewell, a man now charged with lewd and lascivious molestation and false imprisonment charges against a child. The victim, just 13 years old, who was simply walking to school when Jewell offered him a ride.
The kid took him up on his offer, thinking he's safe, he's in his neighborhood, he's not too far away from school. He was just running a few minutes behind, so he decided to, get into the vehicle.
Cops say it all went down in Tamarack near the intersection of Pine Island and McNabb Roads. Jewell, in a rental car, pulled up next to the boy and offered a ride. But instead of heading to the child's school, Jewell is accused of driving the teen to a neighborhood near a swimming pool to molest the boy.
While they're at their complex, he's proceeded to try to sexually assault the juvenile. Juvenile felt uncomfortable, tried to push him off.
This is the arrest form that details the disturbing allegations. That victim tried to stop the man's advances, even screaming that he was going to call the police. Cops believe Jewell may have done this before and only rents cars for the sole purpose of targeting young victims.
So it could not even be the vehicle that was used in this case. It could be other vehicles out there.
And there is some indication that part of that surveillance video of Jewell allegedly driving around Tamarack could be released sometime today. The point, detectives want these images out there. They say that they really want people to see because they believe that more victims are out there, so they are encouraging parents to have that conversation with their young children, and they want those children to at least come forward through their parents and then contact the Broward Sheriff's Office so that these charges can properly be levied, at least against Jewell, who is being held on a $15,500 bond this afternoon. We are live in Fort Lauderdale. I'm Terrell Fournay, Local 10 News.
Terrell, thank you. And still ahead at noon, a crucial win for the Miami Heat as they continue their playoff push.
We like it, Hal. Look at their victory against the Pelicans with a key player returning to the lineup after being sidelined for a while.
Hey everyone, today we are helping you get dinner on the table in a flash with an hour of quick cooking classics.
And I'm in the kitchen with the fabulous Regina King.
And I'm taking you behind the scenes of a restaurant that serves nothing but cookie dough.
What? That's right, Carla.
All that and more today on The Chew.
Right now, it's time for us to get a check on today's afternoon traffic. So here's our Local 10 traffic reporter, Nicole Perez.
We actually have a bit of a mess on the Palmetto. This is the view of the Palmetto right at Northwest 95th Street. Now we have this crash we're watching. It's 2 lanes blocked right at Northwest 103rd Street. Now the problem is we're dealing with delays stretching all the way back toward I-75. So if you are heading in this direction, those speeds are just 7 miles an hour there. Now the Palmetto westbound, I told you about this just a little while ago, was shut down right at Northwest 27th Avenue. It just reopened, but we are dealing with delays back toward the Golden Glades. You might want to stick with your alternate Northwest 167th Street instead.
Sounds good. All right. Well, McDonald's corporate Twitter account was hacked this morning, sending an insulting tweet out to President Trump. It said, and I am quoting here, "You're actually a disgusting excuse for a president, and we would love to have @Barack Obama back. Also, you have tiny hands." The message was deleted shortly after, and the fast food giant says it is indeed investigating this one.
A recall alert right now affecting drivers of Hyundai cars. The automaker recalling nearly 1 million vehicles because of a defective seatbelt. 978,000 cars in the U.S. are being recalled, including Sonata midsize sedans from 2011 to 2014, as well as Sonata hybrids from 2011 to 2015. Hyundai says owners will be notified if their car is affected starting in early April.
And a strange donation at a Goodwill store.
How employees reacted after someone left them 5 large bags of marijuana. We'll explain this after the break. An arrest in the manhunt for the gunman suspected of shooting and wounding 2 Detroit police officers. The 2 wounded officers were investigating the murder of a police sergeant when they came across the suspected gunman last night. One officer was shot in the neck, the other shot in the ankle. Both are expected to survive. And the state attorney's office will not seek the death penalty for accused cop killer Markeith Lloyd. Instead, prosecutors will seek life in prison without the possibility of parole. The Orlando police chief says he is extremely upset about this decision. Lloyd is accused of killing Lieutenant Deborah Clayton in January, as well as his pregnant ex-girlfriend in December.
And a bizarre series of events following an attempted robbery out in California, ending with a suspect accidentally shooting himself with his own gun. Surveillance cameras showing that victim leaving a restaurant and getting into a car, and that's when a suspect runs across the parking lot and robs the two victims. Police say as he tried to get away, the victims hit him with their car. Good for them. Police say that caused the suspect to accidentally shoot himself in the head, and that left him critically wounded.
A plow driver's cold and cruel act is all caught on camera in Massachusetts. The homeowner says he asked the driver to just skip his house so that his father could back out of the driveway, while the plow driver sped away, made a U-turn, and then repeatedly pushed snow into the man's driveway. Once the mayor got a look at this video, he terminated the contract with the plow driver's company and with the city. Now, people in Brooklyn are blaming aggressive snow plowing for breaking about a dozen apartment windows. The plows pushed chunks of snow and ice off a highway earlier this week. Those chunks landed on the apartment building below. One 9-year-old girl says she was cut by flying glass from her shattered bedroom window. The sanitation department says it's looking into the driver's actions.
And a food feud caught on camera. Police say fries went flying when a customer got upset about her takeout order. This happened last week in Clayton County, Georgia. Watch as that woman tosses the order right in the cashier's face and then shoves a computer monitor as well. Police say the woman was upset because her fries, she says, were under-seasoned. Then she came back with the man in that red shirt there and began arguing with the clerk again before tossing that food. Police are still looking for that woman. That's getting a little upset about your food.
I mean, I get upset, but I never
I like my fries too. All right, well, an odd donation at a Goodwill store in Washington State.
Someone donated a cooler that contained 5 large bags of marijuana. That's 60 times over the state limit. Employees at the store discovered the weed while sorting through donations, and they, of course, called police right away. Many people on social media have claimed the stash, but authorities say no one has come looking for it. And hopefully you filled out your brackets because March Madness is now underway.
I am going to win all this. This year, I feel it. New at noon, I'll look at a former President Barack Obama's bracket and who he has going to the Final Four. But first, here's a look at your winning lottery numbers. Local 10 News will be right back.
The NBA season is coming to a close. Only 15 games left for the Heat entering last night, so every game means something as Miami battles for that playoff spot.
And the team got a huge boost last night as Goran Dragic returned to the lineup after being sidelined with that nasty black eye. Remember that one? Well, Dragic and the Heat opening a 5-game homestand hosting the Pelicans last night. First play of the game, Dragic for 3, the first of 5 triples on the night. And still in the first quarter we go. Dragic reverse layup here. He had 17 points just in the first half, 33 total. And then in the third quarter, Dragic behind the back right there for a layup. You want to see that one again? Yeah, it looks good. Fourth quarter, yeah, we'll look at it one more time. There it goes. Boom.